Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine with Behind the Markets. Yesterday, we talked about how the data center build out really isn't about ChatGPT. I mean, they say it's about AI, but this massive data center build out, $400 billion in investments just in 2025. This massive data center build out is not just about AI as we understand it now. The need for power for Microsoft and all these companies literally going out and starting nuclear power plants. If you would have told us this 10 years ago or 5 years ago, we would have thought you were having a mental breakdown. A private company like that running a nuclear power plant. But there is an arms race that is not just about AI. This massive data center build out is not about AI. This massive need for power is not a bit about AI. As we discussed yesterday, it's about EI, which is embodied intelligence, which means when the ChatGPT and the AI programs jump from the screen to the physical world, that's what EI is, embodied intelligence. AI in a body, basically. That is the biggest story right now that's not being told, that most folks still don't quite comprehend. That's why we went out of our way to do a deep dive on what this looks like for you guys, for our members here, because this is a very important story. If you think all these hundreds of billions of dollars and trillions of dollars of committed stuff is about this, you're mistaken. And that's understandable because no one's really talking about it yet. But just go in a Tesla. Tesla announced that they're doing full automated robo-taxis in Austin. Even if you sit in a Tesla, a friend of mine has a Tesla, I was in it the other day, and I'm sitting in, and this thing is doing a lot of self-driving. And if you look at the cameras, you see all the other cars around it, you see the lights. So this is processing a lot of information. This is becoming a self-driving robot. It is an example of embodied intelligence that is actually in the Tesla. Now, remember something. I want to use Tesla as an example today because it's very important to understand what's happening here. Now, as the AI jumps from the screen into bodies, physical bodies, embodied intelligence, EI, as it jumps from the screen into bodies, it's going to be doing more and more important tasks, like in Tesla's case, driving around with a human inside of it in the Austin robo-taxi thing that's happening right now, okay? Now, it needs a lot of data to do that. It needs a lot of energy because it's driving around and it's looking at everything around it, doesn't want to kill people, looking at everything around it, it's processing lots of data. It's sending information up to a satellite, back down to a data center. It's all working with data centers. It's pulling on data centers. The importance, and here's where that becomes important. That's why they're building so many data centers, because you need massive amounts of compute, of raw processing power to handle a car driving with people in it and lives at stake. You need a massive amount of compute. That is why these companies are locking down nuclear power plants, because you got to make sure that data center stays plugged in at all times, even if you go out there and have to get your own nuclear power plant. Again, a mind-boggling concept just 5 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. It's really mental. You understand that these companies would not really need data centers and nuclear power plants if it just stayed in the computer. Because let's face it, if you're using ChatGPT and it goes down for a minute and it gets really slow, no one's going to die. It's okay. It's an annoyance. We dealt with AOL online, remember, with dial-up. And you get on and it was slow and it was annoying, and then broadband came. No one's going to die if ChatGPT is slow or if any of these other ones are slow. But if you're in a Tesla robo-taxi and you're targeting and you're processing in real time, which again is the difference between AI and EI. AI is on the screen. EI is a Tesla robo-taxi. You're pulling that information. You need a data center that is not slow, that does not go down, does not suffer power failures. This is the world they are building right now. Okay. So we have put together a special report that's going to help you understand really what's coming. And 2025, it turns out, and I did not know this going into this special report, 2025 is the pivotal year. It's really remarkable. We're really going to look back at this as kind of a big bang. The AI era is over. It's the EI era that's starting now. It's really remarkable. We're going to look at 2025. My bet is we're going to look at the next 12 months as this kind of, it'll be down in history as this kind of pivotal era where we really started to make that transition. It is happening. So we put together a special report for you guys to share what we discovered. Check it out. I think it's important. And I think you're missing out if you don't check it out. I really actually believe that. And we've dissected some of the no-brainer opportunities right now. And there will be more opportunities down the road as this opens up and as the path is revealed. But we got to follow the yellow brick road on this one. It's the yellow brick road. There's a lot of opportunity here, and we'll be guiding you every step of the way, as always, on that journey. Have a wonderful day. Speak to you tomorrow.